So, I think it is on. No, I think that's last time. It should be on. I'm just refreshing this here. Oh my golly. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on?
It said the 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I know, but you know there's nobody here apart from us. Maybe they've all got bored and left.
What happened?
Maybe they all got bored and left. There's 8 people now. And that's because we were on time for a change. See, it says, you see where it says the red sign that says live?
Yep.
And then it says 27, there's 27 people there.
That's how many people are watching?
Yeah.
Oh my word. There's 38 people?
Well, it's 13,
41.
41.
They're getting faster.
Yeah.
44. Wow. Woohoo! I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's 52 now. It's like an enormous...
They're all going to listen to us?
I know, it's like an enormous dinner party without alcohol.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, we don't have alcohol. I don't know about everyone else. They
I
probably
don't know,
need it.
they're having wine and cheese or something.
I know. And something tasty to eat. We've only got paper.
They all come in there at 5 o'clock though, don't they?
I know.
My heavens.
And the really funny thing is, I am not getting comments on this phone. Sometimes I need to sign in. Oh, I am getting comments now. This is a bit tricky at times. So, you better be on your best form today, because there's very slim pickings unless we go through the advertising pages.
Oh, I don't have to do that, no.
No, so...
But you know, there was a funny thing about a newspaper. Wait a minute. How to talk.
What you don't want to know about the American National Farm Family that've been sending us letters. Right, we leave that then. It's a bill. Let's not bother.
No, that the newspaper yesterday.
Uh-huh.
It had the thing about the diabetes.
Yes.
It also had the picture of our voting deal, but not in that newspaper. It was in the day before in the published one. And some guy, some other name wrote the story underneath it. But people assumed that because it was a picture of the dogs, that I had written this, which I don't understand, this political nonsense, you know?
Was that a picture of you? Oh, so they mixed up the picture.
No, it was in the internet version of the Ipswich News. But it was not in the printed version.
Right.
I get the printed version.
Yeah. Well, it's all right, because you know how everybody knows whether or not your story's in. Because on the other side, the marijuana advert is.
Oh God.
They look for the drugs and then they're like, there she is.
There she is.
So
right.
they've made a mistake on the online one then.
No, apparently there are 2 versions of the Ipswich News. One goes online the day before.
Right. Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Oh.
I have no idea, but somehow they got a picture of that voting picture, which is a wonderful picture.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful picture.
Oh, I know the one, and the curtains are drawn and you can see the dog legs.
Right.
That's a good picture.
And they did give credit to William Hughes.
Yeah.
Huber, rather.
Yeah.
Which, thank heaven. He did tell me I could use any of those pictures to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was going to happen, which is a little interesting, but,
Yeah.
you know, it's a good picture.
It's a very good picture.
Okay, now what are we doing?
It's
Do we have
Thursday.
any mail?
No. That's what I said. You better be on your most sparkling, because we haven't got anything to talk about apart from nonsense.
Oh, what's that thing?
It's a load of rubbish. And then you said you don't want to see American
Oh,
National
no,
because
the
it's a
newspaper.
bill. Oh, that's a bag. That's a bag.
Is it a free bag?
Yeah. I was going to keep it though. Not for you, not for me. Look, I send you a bag. For when you do your shopping, it's really usable.
Is that what that is?
Oh, you get a pen as well.
Oh, look at that.
That's because you've donated to them.
I donated to them?
Yeah, in the past.
Really?
Yep.
I must not have donated very much. Oh, this would be a good mailbox bag, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is-
See, simple pleasures.
Okay,
Make us happy.
Right.
Get rid of that. That's fine. Do you
Well,
want?
that's the Without Borders. The
Yes, Doctors
that,
Without Borders.
Yeah,
do you
that's
want
a good
the
outfit.
bill up?
Huh?
Do you want the bill?
Well, we hadn't anything else to open.
Yeah, I know. Slow news day.
I don't know why anybody would want to know what the bill. But there's 165 people that are waiting. They just can't wait to hear this. This is the one. This is the one that paid me for the damage to the building, and then billed me more than.
No.
That's a terrible thing.
Yeah. And then said, no, we can't do it.
Yeah, right.
But you did.
It's crazy. Well, you don't know what they're going to say. Oh, look. Oh, they sent us all these blank papers again.
Oh, lovely. We love a good bit of blank paper. Oh, and an envelope, I think.
Oh, look. Look at this.
Oh, look, and an envelope.
What is this?
Casualty insurance.
What is it?
Casualty insurance.
We got casualties. There's 2 pieces of blank paper.
Right, get rid of that.
Oh, no, that's it. Oh, see, now they're talking about the physical damage that they already told me they didn't have. Oh, no, this is the motor vehicle. I know. Did you hear about this one?
I did, yes.
It's ridiculous. I was not driving.
No.
No, let's get this straight right from the start. I was not driving. I think it was hysterical. Judy, she wasn't even with her foot on the gas. The car just rolled into the guy in front.
Yeah.
No damage to anybody. I didn't have whiplash. I was the passenger.
Yeah. Did you try for whiplash? Did you try?
No. But the guy jumped out of the car and he was a nervous wreck. I'm going to call the police. Okay, go ahead, fella. But that set me to trying to find the stuff that's usually in the glove compartment.
Yeah.
And all I could come up with is a rabies certificate.
Well, they're essential.
Oh. So here's this cop standing there waiting for me to find the registration. And I've got
and you're like,
rabies.
sizzle.
The cops do have a funny life sometimes.
Yeah, well.
He laughed.
You've got to have a bit of
I made him laugh,
entertainment.
you know. That seems to be my main purpose in life now, is to make people jolly.
There's nothing wrong with
there's
nothing wrong with that at all, I don't think.
Really, he said it was the first time I've had this happen.
Well, yes. You're lucky you didn't have the blinking chickens in the car.
He said that when the other guy wasn't listening.
Yeah.
The other guy was a wreck. I mean, he was a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
He jumped out of that car. I'm going to call the police. Go ahead, fella. Have a good time. I'll just sit here and take notes.
Do you know, somebody, when I think I'd only been here about a year, and I had a child in a car seat. It must have been Sophie, and I had my German Shepherds in the back, and I was stationary because it was a traffic stop with 2 policemen standing with their Dunkin' Donuts drinks, and this man he hit me in the back, and I sort of got out, and he was furious with me. He said, you have a tow bar on your car? And I went, no, that's where you would put a tow bar. You know the square thing?
Oh, yeah.
And he went, well, why isn't it covered? I said, well, because it's under the bumper. I said, it doesn't have a tow bar on it, though. And he went, you know, a tow hitch.
A hitch.
And he said, well, you've damaged the front of my car. And I went, no, you damaged the front of your car. And the 2 police officers said, could you 2 take it over there into that car park? And I'm like, hang on a minute. And so we drove over. He was really not very pleased with me. And there was another police officer, and he got out and he went, so what happened? And he said, I drove into the back of her car and she's got a tow bar on it. And he went, where? And he went, there. And he went, that's not a tow bar. He said, that's where you would put a tow bar, a tow hitch. And he's like, yeah, she's damaged my car. And so the police officer, he wasn't bothered. He's just writing this up, you know, writing it up. And then the guy said to me, what am I going to tell my wife?
Oh,
and
well,
I'm
now
like,
you're getting down.
Well, I said, I don't know. I said, but you know what? I don't think my husband's going to be very pleased that you ran into the car with the child in the car seat and the dog's in the back. And he went, I've got my dog in the car. And I'm like, is this a one-upmanship thing? I went, well, that's fine. I said, aren't we just lucky nobody was hurt? And he went, but my wife is going to be so annoyed. I was like, oh, I've got to go home now. I was like, that's it. And he wasn't happy either.
I wonder who he's married to.
I don't know. My car was fine.
Well, I know, but I mean, if he's terrified of...
I know.
Do we have a place for abused husbands?
I don't know, but anyway, not happy. So, yeah. Odd things happen when you're out in cars, I find.
That's true.
Do you know where your car is? Your car's gone on a magical mystery tour.
I heard it went out of here, and the dogs were annoyed.
Were they? Because they weren't in it.
That's right. They got up and barked at it. When it started up, they all got up and barked. What the hell's going on? They're taking the car.
Hey, up. I know you're going to dribble on me. And then I go home and my dogs say, where have you been? Go on, up. No, we're not doing this.
Get up there, dingbat.
He's like, so
get up there. Thank you very much. There's no place to lie down because they got a great big hole in the back.
I wonder who did that.
I wonder.
So the car...
He's doing more of it while we sit here.
No, he's very cunning.
Hey!
Leave
Stop
it.
eating the phone.
It's like, they saw that.
Good, give him hell.
Yeah, you tell him, Sizzle. So the car has gone to Amesbury.
Amesbury?
Is it Amesbury, New Hampshire?
No.
Amherst.
No. Amesbury?
No, that's Amesbury just down there. That's not New Hampshire.
No. Why did you have to say that? I wouldn't have...
Where is it?
You're talking about Salisbury and Amesbury, right across the road.
Could be. Maybe. I don't know. It begins with A anywhere and it's not Andover. Okay?
It's not Andover. Okay.
Excellent. So that narrows that down. So it has gone because we have found mats for stalls at a very good price.
Really?
So we have 7 of them. So
Wow.
Kate has gone to pick them up.
Okay.
So this is getting ready to build.
Okay. And then we got into a whole big deal about we have things to pick up those mats with.
Oh gosh, yes.
We did.
Was that yesterday?
Was it yesterday we were talking? Somebody.
Yeah, because they...
And they can't find them or something. Those mats are tough to handle.
Yeah, and that's why somebody very kindly sent us the mat grippers, and they're down in the barn somewhere.
Oh.
Carly said yesterday she would look up in the loft space in case.
And then she forgot by the time she got there, right? She's still. Let me list the things she's supposed to be looking for.
Yeah, poor Carly. We shall send her a text. So we're hopefully going to find them because we need them.
I will say so.
But we do have them.
You'll be cursing trying to pick up those mats.
They are so sore in your fingers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're awful. They're not very.
Just to pick them up.
And they're heavy.
They're heavy, and you try it. You have to hold them this way and this way.
And when you cut them, have you seen the diamond discs that you have to use to cut them?
Who wants to cut them?
Oh, Nick, we had to fit in one into the tiny wee shed that the minis were in on Meredith. Oh. And Nick's like, I've got this sorted. And he started out with a knife, just an X-Acto. No, still done, still going. And eventually somebody said, you need a diamond circular.
I have one of those things.
Yeah.
It's in a gray box, probably in building 25.
So do you think it's in with the farrier tools too?
Huh?
In with the farrier tools.
Oh
dear.
No, I have a thing that cut most anything.
Yeah.
Cut pipe and things.
Well, we'll need it.
Well, first you gotta find it.
Yeah, we'll find it. I think we need.
It's in a gray box. It's a Dremel.
Oh, is it?
Well, yeah, but it's a heavy duty Dremel.
Right. Okay.
And it has a blade on it about that big.
Right. So it's not for doing dog nails then.
No. No. This cuts pipe and stuff like that.
Well, that would be handy to have.
It is when you can find it.
Yes.
When you can't find it, it's no damn good either.
No. So we'll have to go and have a wee looky see for that, and in amongst other things.
Right.
So that's good. So we have a nice supply of 7 mats coming in, which is very exciting because we've got things to create.
I can read that.
I know it's because I've got big text on my phone because I can't read
Good
small
afternoon,
text.
ladies.
Yeah. Something about a hut there. Did you see that? Oh.
I didn't see that part.
So, you were out today.
Did I go out?
I'm sure you were out. You were out for quite some time. Where did you go?
I was. Oh, yes. We went someplace. Oh, we had a good time. Where'd we go? Let me think very hard. Where the hell did we go? We went to a old age home. That's not what it is.
No.
A daycare center.
We went somewhere in Danvers. Were you in Danvers?
Yes, we were in Danvers. A place we don't usually go to.
Was it like a senior living?
Yes. Oh, yes, Hunt. Okay, I'm with it. I'm on it now. Hunt Memorial Hospital used to be Memorial Hospital. Now it's something on one side, and it is this adult. Now it's a nursing home-y sort of place.
Right.
And we got there, and they have this common room, and one person is in it. I got these two dogs, and me in my wheelchair. So I sit down on my. Now they've got two people in that.
And a dog each.
And two dogs. And the nurses started coming in. They look at me and they look at the other person. And the two of us sitting there with your brother on walkers.
And they went, we don't recognize this patient.
When did you move in? Oh, I came with a dog. At any rate, the room filled up, and they were alert, and they were very interesting, the whole thing.
Was it good fun?
And we spent over an hour with them. And we went around and around and around with that frying pan.
Yeah.
And there was a guy there, 99 years old.
Really?
Yes, and so Judy wanted to have her picture taken with him, and that took a while. It was a fun episode.
Is that the first time you've been there?
No, I've been there before. Janine was there trying to set up the Explore cameras down there.
All right. On the Fire Stick things when you
Fire
used to do
stick
that.
stuff,
Yeah.
No, I've been there before. The guy that I knew there, he passed on. But the guy that I knew there was the guy that he told all the nurses that he had a horse that was in the movies, and they thought he was crazy. And then I came along and I said, "Hey, how are you doing? How come you know this guy?" I said, "Well, he was his animal in the movie." What? It was really a comeback, you know.
Yeah. That'd probably be really nice for him as well, though.
Oh, it was fine.
Yeah.
So after that, they had a great deal of respect for the guy.
Oh,
it was a little weird in the first place. I'd forgotten his name, but I did. He had odd animals.
Did he?
You know, he'd have a pet raccoon, and a pet skunk and stuff like that. That people usually have out there in the woods. He lives kind of in the woods, and he did have a pretty well trained horse.
Nice.
So, I mean, it would do things like stand straight up in the air.
Not so nice.
I mean, if you wanted to do that.
All right, okay. That was on demand. It wasn't on a whim.
Well, it's funny because going back in my history, that kind of performance was held out to me as a good thing to be able to do. I mean, you stand up in the air, Whereas when my children came along, I had held out the carrot of being able to ride with the Highlands, and stuff.
On all 4 feet in the ground.
All 4 feet on the ground.
Preferably.
Yeah, but see, I was more the cowboy sort of goal.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah.
That's why I never got any better at it.
I think we call Wallace and when we get 2 feet on the ground, don't we? Yeah. We're like, Wallace, we've got a problem. Come sort it. Yeah. So that was a good place to go. And are you going back there again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that would be a great place for the donkey because it's one floor right into that room.
Is it?
And then no carpet.
Even better.
Well, then you get into, is it going to be slippery? The donkey ball game outfit, they put on men's neolite heels. They use those for shoes.
Shoes round the other way.
Whatever, yeah. With the nails hammered really in.
Right.
So they don't scratch the gym floors.
Do you think you could just use, like vet wrap?
Not vet wrap, but something that has a little more traction.
Maybe. Well, the first job that Clark's going to do is outside anyway.
Yeah.
That won't be inside, so we've got time
Yes.
to work
Well,
on that.
there again, we got to get my trailer hooked up and the donkey in and out of it Saturday.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get you overexcited, but that is a 3-ball hitch that your car's coming back with.
Okay. What? It's coming back with it? It's on it?
Ah.
Oh, you put it on?
I took it off my car, put it on your car.
Oh.
With a locking thing.
Oh.
Don't ask me where the key is. So it might be on it for a while. Kate will have it. She's very organised.
Who?
Kate. She will have it.
organised.
She's organised. We'll be fine.
Oh.
When in doubt, we'll blame Kate. And then she'll find it, because
Well,
she's
because
good
it's
like
got
that.
the wrong ball up because he was using it with that 2 1/4
Yeah, for the trailer. Yes.
for the heavy duty trailer. My trailer only takes a 2-inch ball,
Right.
I think.
We shall sort that out.
I don't know because somebody sprayed paint over the directions on the ball.
I don't know who that would have been.
It was somebody being helpful because it's painted white,
Right.
so that when I back it up, I can
You
see
can
it in my
the rear
mirror.
view.
But however, it's got to be a 2-inch ball. All the horse trailers are 2-inch balls, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. I work in centimetres.
It's pretty bad to get it wrong. Let's put it.
That's why I never attach trailers.
Aye.
Honestly, I can
Aye.
only go forward with a trailer. That reversing thing's your job,
Yeah,
not my problem.
I'm pretty sure it's 2-inch.
Could be a 2-inch ball.
I have a collection. of balls.
I was just speaking to Dr. Parrott about your balls today, actually. Yes.
In the back of that, in Bud's World, there's an automotive collection of things, and there are several balls.
For hitches.
Yeah.
Oh.
There are some that drop down and up.
Oh, those. Why do you use the drop-down ones?
Because you need a drop down one.
But we don't have a vehicle that takes a trailer that takes it, do we?
We don't now, but
Oh. What took that?
historically, I don't know, but something did. Either that or I've got it on upside down.
Nothing wrong with that either. Anyway, yeah, no, that's good.
What else we got?
So, so today we got Goldy's all registered with the vet. All the animals, your animals, the other dogs, 4-legged animals really is what we're going for at the moment. So that's all registered with the vet, and we're all up and running. And then Dr. Parrott came out and he did the rabies shots today for the whole barn.
Good.
Which was super. We got everybody done, including Lucy, who's been a bit evasive. So she was out I had her out on a lead rope, so she's good.
How many did he shoot?
He shot the 2 mares, the 4 geldings, Delight,
Went to 9.
and then Hugo and Tenny.
Who?
Hugo and Tenny.
It's 11, maybe?
Yep.
How about the goats?
No, we're going to do them at another time
Oh.
because they've got to get a combination one. So
Oh, okay.
we were more than excited enough about what we had today. And you know, the funny thing is, what Dr. Parrott said was, because he has an assistant that comes with him, he said the really nice thing is, he said these donkeys were all very, they were all feral when we got them, and he said, and they just worked with them over a period of time, and he said, and look at them now, they're really nice donkeys, and they are.
They are.
They're really nice.
Well, I think if I can pull myself together, I think my next thing in the newspaper, which I have to have by Saturday,
at 12 noon.
will be on donkeys.
Yeah.
I'm running out of dog stories anyway.
Well, they're really nice. So that's Clark. Clark has a job in Swampscott next week. We're thinking Thursday. So Judy said Thursday.
For what?
The job in Swampscott.
Oh, for next Thursday.
Yeah. So he's going out to out there, and that's him all ready to go because he's up to date.
That kind of job to me is absolutely nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's
know,
because you like a wee jaunt out with your trailer.
You know, it just
Yeah.
somebody else is going to have to drive it. It means they're going to make
Yeah,
me
but
drive
that job to you, you know, you don't think twice about going to, but to that person, that makes
Oh,
a
my
tremendous
word.
difference.
It'll be the highlight of their life.
Well, it's their bucket list.
In the bucket list, yeah.
So, so that's...
I mean, just to go in with the 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what we didn't do for that place today is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, the 99-year-old guy, he was in that Normandy bit.
Normandy?
I think so.
Invasion?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he was thrilled.
Yeah.
2 lousy dogs, and dogs are chewing on things.
But did you get lunch afterwards?
No.
Oh, that's even worse.
No. But I'm going to tomorrow because I have to go. See, I have to be at Leahy at lunchtime.
Oh.
11:30. And they have that good turkey sandwich.
That's right.
So
exactly.
I'm going to go there.
Yeah, that's not... And is Judy going with you tomorrow?
No.
Who's going with you tomorrow?
You are.
I'm going out tomorrow. And it can be back, as long as I'm back by about... I need to double check the time. I'm either going out at 1 or 12, but I'll double check it. That's fine.
You could go.
I don't know. I think so.
Well, we gotta find me another driver.
Oh, well, Carly's here.
Carly?
Carly's here as well. And, yeah, we can sort that out. Be another one of our mega organised events. Oh, dear.
She's a good driver.
Yes, I would like to think so.
She hasn't hit anything yet. I know of.
Oh, dear.
Who was it? Mary.
Yes.
Mary is the one that drives too close. She cannot drive a trailer. She drives so close to the edge of the road. You know, you make fun of me for being in the middle of the road. At least I haven't hit anything. And it's easy to get out of the way of things when I see them coming.
Oh, dear.
But she drives. I don't know why she's not hitting the mailboxes.
Because she's not trying hard enough. You've got to concentrate on these things. I'm sure if she put her mind to it, she could. It would all be A-OK.
Well, it makes me very nervous because I'm on that side of the car.
Yeah. So Dr. Parrott came today and he injected everybody. So your donkey's good to go. And then he was showing his assistant all the other animals that we have. And you know, we were talking about Elvis. And he said, and you know, Carlene, she bought these brass balls and they went in the horns. And I said, and I wrote a post about it on Facebook. I said, it's probably the first time Dr. Parrott has been asked to put the balls back on an animal. And he said, that's quite true. He said, I've never had that request before. He said, he's still got 2 of the next size up should you need them.
Jesus.
We're good to go. So
they were not expensive.
No.
They were $12 or something. They were not. I should get more balls for it.
Somebody asked me if it was for the festive season. I said, no, he wears them year round. I said, it's more protective.
Yeah. No, the set screw finally gave out and they lost them.
Yeah, because his horns grew.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mind you, the thing is, if he keeps growing, he might have these great big enormous and then
we'll worry about that when it happens.
The poor thing will be dragging his head along the ground.
Well, I'll tell you where to get them. It's Smucker's.
Is it?
Smucker's. Not the jelly place.
Yes, no.
No, Smucker's. Smucker's Harness Makers. They're in Pennsylvania. On Route 23.
It's a shame it's not the jelly place. It's quite tasty stuff.
No.
Well, it is almost Friday. That's very true. It's Kate that's driving Carlene's car. Roger Reed says you've to try the devil lettuce and it might stop you itching. It might have other side effects, so we'll not do that quite yet, unless it's under medical sort of advice. No, we're having a quiet day today because it's been busy everything else we've been doing, hasn't it? Oh. Yes, Mary's back in California, and I think she's coming back.
Not already.
Is she not?
She couldn't have. She just left, didn't she?
No. She was flying.
She must have driven 90 miles an hour.
No, she was flying.
What?
Was she not flying?
No.
Eh? Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure of anything, ever.
Okay, that's fine.
But she talked about it taking 10 days to drive across.
Oh, that's fine. She's
She's got relatives and she's got friends. And
well, she's nearly there then. But I know she's coming back at the beginning of April.
Yes.
Because we're on a programme. No, Carla, you cannot see Larky and Sizzle, because as soon as I move this blinking camera, it drops. Let me see if I can see it. No, not happening for you yet. I'll take a picture and send. Oh,
my biopsy is good. It just was hurting when you did. Oh, ouch.
So here, good news.
I just got the biopsy from the doctor, and he said it was fine.
Excellent. That means you can start going back on all that rat
right.
poison. You're fine now. Excellent.
I was doing pretty well. They said, "Oh, you go home and tell everybody they have to wait on you." Okay, I can do that.
Oh dear, oh dear. Did you eat the rest of that fish we made last night?
I did. I think.
Was it okay heated back up?
I wish I could answer that. It seems to me I had 4 breakfasts this morning.
Oh God.
And one of them was macaroni and cheese.
I didn't make that.
No, I think I ate the fish thing first.
Yeah, because it had a big dot of butter in the middle.
Oh, I probably
Yeah. Yeah.
But I wasn't too sure about the rest of what's in there. That was the end of it, right?
Well, there was all that bean sort of salad, and then there was tuna, and I got rid of the stuff that I didn't want you to reheat and just left you one.
Yeah. You just left the one.
Yeah.
I think I ate that.
Right. Okay.
I think I ate that, and then I ate whatever it was, macaroni and cheese.
Right. And then there was a salad with the beans.
Then Judy came in and she made French toast for me, so I ate that. I did very well this morning.
Here was me.
That's why I didn't need lunch.
No, here was me with a wee bowl of boring cereal.
Oh.
Ugh. Yeah.
But I don't know what's in there for. What's worried me, I think we got a hamburger in there that needs cooking.
Right. Okay, there was a hamburger in there. Either that, you're in crackers and cheese. That'll sort you.
Well, yeah, right. But I think the hamburger needs to be cooked.
But is there anything to have with the hamburger?
I don't know.
Okay.
Must be beans.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. It's actually quite interesting because when Dr. Pirate was down there, you know when we get the Coggins and they come from the slaughterhouse, you know when we get the Coggins and they do the age of whatever animals we're transporting, they put aged, sort of aged, it's a donkey, that sort of thing, and so we never get a very precise.
Right.
So Dr. Parrott did the ages for me, and unfortunately I meant to photograph it before it went back to the vet's office. We've actually got, I think it's Clark, is a 2.5-year-old donkey.
Oh.
He's the one that's going out. He's just a big baby. He's lovely.
Wow, okay.
And I think Dimitri is...
What about the pregnant?
She's pregnant.
He says she's pregnant?
Yeah.
Did he do an internal?
No. Did the same thing as me and went, that donkey's enormous. It's very scientific.
For that he charged a pregnancy test?
No, he didn't charge a pregnancy test.
I'll get after him.
I
knew him as a teenager.
I know. Poor Dr. Parrott comes here and he comes for the most mundane things, and I say, so I've got a wee question about this, and I go through my wee list of all my questions. So far, from having a rabies appointment, we've got everybody with an age, we've got everybody with a weight, because I need the weights to do the worming, and we've got everybody with a registered and all sorted out. So there we go.
Well, he was very impressed with you, too.
Was he?
Oh, he was. He said, I asked him a question. He said, I don't know. He said, ask Elizabeth.
So maybe that's me qualified to sort of like look at pregnant donkeys and get it right for a change.
Ah!
Yeah, actually, I said, just looking at her, I said, just, using eyes, I said, she looks pregnant, doesn't she? And he sort of looked at me as in, he went, of course she looks flaming pregnant. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, but I've been caught out for the last 2 springs in a row. That donkey has gone that size. And he went, that's a pregnant donkey. And I went, I thought so, but I didn't want to get anyone excited.
I wouldn't believe him either. That's a weirdly shaped donkey.
Oh dear. Oh, I think there's taffy coming from Myrtle Beach.
What happened?
Taffy. Saltwater taffy. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice. I mean, I had to go and buy cookies today.
What?
Usually we're overloaded.
I know, where did we put all the cookies? You must have put them somewhere.
Well, I couldn't find any. I had, that urge for dessert that I have every day. When I eat anything, I have to have dessert. And there's been nothing.
Are you sure there's not all the frozen whoopies in there?
Oh, I've been eating those. I'm sick of frozen whoopies. That we have.
Oh, dear.
And they were very good when they first got here. But when you have only frozen whoopies to eat for supper, it's a bit much.
Nothing wrong with that.
We have the dogs arguing over the stuff behind you.
What are you doing? He's a monkey. Oh dear.
Well, I started today to try and find out about these puppies that I had seen on. And it started down through this thing, you got to give your name and address and stuff like that. So I went through all that. And then they started in with, do you believe in crating your dog? Are you going to crate this dog? Are you going to spay and neuter? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And it went on and on and on to the point that I finally, they don't want to sell me these puppies. I just cannot. I cannot check I agree with all this stuff.
You just send it to Janine. Janine will fill it out.
I think Joe's fine. They're crazy.
I know.
No, I want to buy a puppy. I mean, how do you do this? When you buy a puppy in Europe, you get the puppy.
Do you know where you've gone wrong? You don't have breeding stock. Huh? I'm joking. We don't have breeding stock.
Right. Well, they're not going to allow you to breed it anyway.
Move that way.
They have this thing about if they find out that your female is pregnant, they have the right to come and take it away from you.
Oh.
That's in this whole big, long, trying to buy a puppy thing that's on there. I mean, really?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because... as I have found life going on, I don't mind. My dogs are not registered. The ones coming out of Europe, they have papers and things that if I wanted to fill them out, I could.
Yeah.
But I don't. I don't see any need to. I have the dog. And I'm not selling dogs. So
No.
the papers don't do any.
No.
I'm not breeding them for sale, so.
No. And...
You're just slobbering.
Stop slobbering on me.
Oh, you're going to have armpit problems? Is that what you got a problem?
I am going to go home, and then I've got dog problems because they're all like, I don't know where you've been, but not in here. Thank you. Get up there. Come on, Doris. Get up. Good boy. So there's no point. There's no point registering the dogs, though. I presume you're not selling them to make money. It's not business in that vein. So their value to you is in their training.
Yeah.
So I presume.
But it really would work out well if I had a couple of puppies to go to these places for amusement. I'll train them. I mean, you can't help but train them. I mean, I can't stand to be around a dog that's not trained.
No.
And then I'll give them away to somebody who wants a trained puppy. That worked out really well with Pasta.
Yes, it did. It did indeed. That was nice. Elaine Clark, yes, please. If you're coming tomorrow, bring the mat grippers. That would be absolutely fantastic in case we can't find ours. And there's actually there's 2 people going out with the donkeys tomorrow in the morning. I think it's it's either 10 or 11. But if you're interested, if you send me a text, I'll let you know the time. But I would greatly appreciate that.
What did you say?
Elaine, who volunteers with the donkeys.
Oh.
She's got mat grippers.
Mac. Oh, really?
Yeah, we like a lady with Mac grippers.
Yes.
Always prepared.
Oh, okay.
So she said she would let us borrow them tomorrow. And yes, Linda, the light bulbs did solve the problem.
Oh.
You remember the light bulbs that I gave to Carlene to go into the barn?
Yeah.
So we now have light. So that's what was wrong with the barn. Unfortunately, Nick has been working away this week, so he puts it on. He puts it onto night vision at night, so you can still see in the barn, but everything's got glowing eyes.
Oh.
So because he was in a meeting till really late last night, he didn't get to take it off night vision, so it didn't make the blindest bit of difference having the light bulbs on. So anyway, yeah. So we're all
Stuff
up
gets
and
so
running.
complicated.
Well, the thing is, and I don't know what's going on with YouTube at the moment. So Janine sends me the code, and I use I sign into the camera, and the camera part that I get the code for is the yard camera there, right? So she does the camera that's down the hill, and I do the camera that's up in the yard, and sometimes we mix the code up.
Yep, I'm sure of it.
So
it's that binary problem again.
So we're kind of like at 6s and 7s at the moment, and we don't know if we're coming or going. But it's been a bit of a busy day, so we'll revise that later, I think.
It's one of the idiosyncrasies of this place.
Just a bit. So, yeah.
In the meantime, I can't say enough about the fake teeth that I have in my face.
What, your wax?
Yeah. The wax. It's saving me $2,000.
We like that wax.
I like the wax.
Yes.
It doesn't fall out too often. When it does, I really can just show it back in.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, because it's in my mouth, it's warm and
it's molded.
Molded, so I can just stick it back in and it's fine again.
But what would happen if you had a really hot drink?
I don't know. I've had it. Coffee. I drink my coffee in the morning with it.
Or peanuts. Then you'd go around the whole day with chewed up peanuts stuck to it. That would be problematic. Oh no, Janine's watching.
Oh dear.
Hello, Janine.
Janine, I couldn't find how to get in touch with those people about the puppies.
She's putting a floor down in South Carolina. I think it's been a lot of work. Very heavy work.
She's very strong.
She is very strong. And I think she's coming up this Sunday.
She may get all dressed up fancy and go to these parties and things, but don't arm wrestle her. You will not win. I always thought it would be a way to make a fortune with line her up at the bar and get half-drunk guys to arm wrestle Janine.
Oh, can you imagine the upset that would cause? Could make a fortune.
Well, I almost did that with Gwen, who learned to... I made one of those ladders with ropes where you pin it at one end so it will spin. They have them at circuses, I mean, all the time. I made one in the yard, and Gwen learned to climb it.
Oh, did she?
Right. So then we went out to go to look at colleges, and we ended up at several county fairs where they had one of those things. I said, Gwen, on you go. and we'd get the big teddy bear, and she climbed the damn thing. You know,
oh, God.
You gotta use what you got.
I know. I thought you were going to tell me you were training them for circus skills.
Well, she's pretty good. She can juggle pretty well too. I mean, there's things like that I just insisted my kids learn to do.
Yes.
Like walk on stilts.
Yes.
Juggle balls and stuff.
It makes life interesting.
Yes.
It does indeed. Yeah, we will get the lights taken off that night vision at some point. Oh no, now Janine's getting really tricky questions, like when she'll be done with the barn.
Oh.
The barn will be done when the barn is done. But
Well,
I think
she's going to just plain sell it now.
She's coming back this Sunday.
She is coming back this Sunday.
Yeah. She is.
I keep hearing that word Sunday.
I know.
But there's a lot of Sundays. There's 4 of them in a month usually.
I know.
Is there ever 5 in a month? Could there be 5 in a month?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Depends how the
I don't know. Kenneth apart. Now wait a minute. You're not going to get out of it that easy.
I don't know.
I don't know whether there ever could be. It would have to be the first.
Yeah.
It'd be the first, the 7th, 14, 21, 28. Yes, it could have.
Could be.
Okay, so we found that one out. Next problem.
It's this Sunday.
Okay.
But we'll not be putting betting money on it because she just needs to finish what she's doing.
She's going to come home and get bossy.
Why?
She just does.
I think she comes home and she thinks everyone else is bossy.
I try.
Must try harder.
Must try harder. I've lost out. My seniority is no longer as effective as it used to be.
Oh dear. Oh. Hilda,
Besides, she's stronger.
Well, yeah, so don't arm wrestle. You'll lose that one. Now she knows. She'll be saying, right, do you want to arm wrestle for it? And you'll be like, damn it.
Oh dear.
Oh. Hilda, I'll go and check for your packages just once we've finished, if that's okay with you. Oh dear.
Are we 6 o'clock yet?
No, I'm reading.
Oh.
And his video keeps freezing. I have no idea what happens.
Well, I had so many breakfasts, I didn't have lunch.
Well, that means you'll be ready for dinner. It's hamburger.
I've only got 60 different things I got to eat for dinner.
Huh. Well, your hamburger will be good for another day, I think. Oh, yes. Did somebody send you the donkey baseball game? And a donkey basketball game?
Somebody sent it to me?
Somebody sent a video, yes.
Oh, okay. You do know that Ron used to work for him.
Did he?
My son-in-law. That's how we met him. He was working for the donkey ball game company. He came in here with a truck full of donkeys. And he really kind of never left.
Oh.
Yeah, and I made the statement that they were not to live in this building right here, because there was no fire escape up there. Up there. And so I'm sitting in my house, looking out the window, and I see this chainsaw coming through the wall. Where Ron put a window in there so that he could manage to sleep up there with... I mean, you know...
Well, that's inventive.
Yeah, I know.
You got to think about these things.
He's very talented. Yeah. He put the floor down.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
It's still level.
And he made that ladder.
Even better.
They didn't like my ladder.
Excellent.
My ladder had different spacing.
Oh, right.
Or
maybe it was that one that only Gwen could climb.
Everybody we were so used to it. You know, then we had one that worked right, and everybody began to fall off it. At any rate. No, Ron is very talented.
I fell over in the shower this morning.
Did you really?
I did. And I didn't even make it for the blinking purple rope.
Oh, my.
I know. I was sliding around in the bottom. I was like, this is not good. And you know what happens? My daughter goes for a shower and she uses all these moisturising potions. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think they might have oil in them. So the bottom of the shower has obviously had a nice slick coat of oil. Yeah. And I went in and had a rude awakening. And honestly, and it must have
been... There's a rope still there, isn't
I know, but you see when you fall over that quickly, and then you realise you're sliding back and forward in the bath like that, and then you have to try and get up. I was like, oh, so I spent...
That place was dangerous.
Well, I spent this morning cleaning the bath, I might add. Mm-hmm. So, not funny. There are changes in Harley. She's getting bigger. She doesn't have... I was actually quite relieved because Dr. Parrott did the same check of their udders that I do as well. There's no change in her udders at all. But since she's had previous... She's only 9, Harley.
Really?
I thought she was much older than that.
She's probably had 8 foals.
Yeah, probably. But he said that she's fine, and when he he checked the notes, and there was no problem with her with previous when she had Flossie. So he's quite comfortable, quite laid back. But I now have him on alert should we need him.
Okay. Somebody here, this was before Brian, there was a donkey that prolapsed the uterus. What a mess.
Did they put her to sleep?
They stuffed it all back in again, just like Dr. Paul does.
Really?
Stuffed it back in. It was a mini donkey, and I remember trying to hold up the back end of it so it'd stay in there.
Wasn't her, fortunately. So we'll just keep her monitored, and once we get the camera sorted, you can keep her monitored too. I know who would take over from Uncle Bud if he wasn't here.
What?
Fluffy was asking who would take over from Uncle Bud if he didn't come here.
Oh, I don't know. There is no...
You do know.
There is nobody that can take over from Uncle Bud.
No, there's nobody who could take over from Uncle Bud, but Wallace is going to slide into that sort of role.
Oh, he's got a long way to go.
He's got a long way to grow.
Because Bud reads every single manual that comes in here.
Exactly.
He had this thing, my stove, in pieces yesterday.
Did he?
I said, what are you doing? And he's just filing something off. He said, well, this might get clogged. He said, I read in the manual where this might get clogged in about 5 years or something. Here he is picking at it.
Excellent.
Put it all back together again.
That works well.
Why is it? Why is it?
That's your sunshine. You see, I keep telling you, you get
the
halos.
sun comes in.
I know.
Oh.
Wasn't
that interesting?
I know, that's what I was saying the other day. Look at you, you get a sort of like a halo.
I heard what you said the other day, but I didn't believe you.
No, see?
See, it's going away now.
Yes. So we have no idea when Harley is going to be popping out her fuzzy wuzzy bundle, and so we'll just have to.
If she's got no udder, it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, famous turkey sandwich. Was it like a turkey melt? You got a turkey melt. That sandwich you got at the hospital.
That's what they call it. I didn't see that any turkey was melted. It was the
cheese.
Coleslaw.
Oh.
It was coleslaw, and so somebody down from Philadelphia says, "Well, we've been eating stuff like that all the time." They apparently have a Pennsylvania type sandwich.
Does it have pickle in it?
Yeah, stuff like that. With coleslaw in it. Oh, yeah.
I'd never
Pittsburgh's.
Yeah. Quite interesting. Oh, the bones, it's the wee tiny bones about that size that they use in the frying pans, isn't it? When you go out to the nursing homes, the wee teeny tiny bones.
Well, we use whatever we got, but there are times we use it, little ones.
And then all you hear from Carlene is, "Stop feeding Wanda those bones," because they're like a 2-day feeding plan for Wanda. Oh dear. So so Harley is definitely pregnant, and it always comes with a caveat. Lots of things can go wrong. Blah 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 blah. But he said she's in really good shape. She's really happy. In fact, it's really funny. She really wants attention all the time at the moment. Yeah. She'd had her injections, and I was talking to Dr. Parrott about, things we want to look for and the feed that I've got her on and all that. And she's sitting, nudging me in the back, going, I'm here. And I'm like, I know. And I'm trying to concentrate. She's an absolute wee soul. So everybody's very pleased about your biopsy. Ooh, I will definitely check the delivery hut. And there is nothing little about Larky.
No.
Especially when he turns in front of you. Oh, apparently September and December 2024 have 5 Sundays. Grief.
What?
That was Nick calling me on the phone. And then, so I can sort that out.
They are going out with the...
That's Elaine Clark about going out with the donkeys.
Please let me know when they're going out with the donkeys.
Yeah, because they're going out with the donkeys tomorrow, and so
Oh.
Elaine Clark will bring down
I
the...
thought they were talking about me going to Swampscott.
No, that's Thursday, I think.
Janine will be here for that, apparently.
Well, allegedly.
Well, I'm just trying to line up somebody that... If
It
they're,
will,
if they're
it'll
going
be
to kick
fine.
about my driving,
It'll be fine. Janine will go. Yeah, exactly.
if she's here.
Yes.
Okay. If she's not here, if we've got the wrong Sunday and Janine is not here,
Well, I can get there.
then you'll have to drive.
That's fine.
I'll back it up when we get there.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
we will. Oh, now I think Fluffy's in Wisconsin, if that's correct. They're getting snow tomorrow. We had snow this morning and yesterday morning.
We had hail.
Yeah, it's horrible.
We had hail in Danvers. We didn't have it here, but we had it in Danvers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Fugan, I think the problem with Harley was when she came in, she wasn't in very good shape.
Oh, she was terrible thin.
Yeah, so I think...
Everything got stretched.
Yeah, and she never really went back. So Brian isn't concerned about her, and he seems to think that she'll be A-okay. And we'll obviously take good care of her.
This time we went home.
Yes. There we go. Well, it's time for you to eat, obviously. More importantly. So...
Now you know how I know?
How?
Oh, it went up again.
Ah!
Our count went
Went
down.
down.
Like with a couple of people and they went away. But
Yeah.
they're back again.
That's because they were getting a cup of tea and a biscuit.
God.
Things that we need. Well, tomorrow...